Oh, hello, dear friend viewer person. This is Jade. I'm just messing around on Roll20 right now, looking for a game to play, maybe. And I think I found one that looks promising. Dark Moon Rising. Whoa. It's Pathfinder. I love Pathfinder. It's one of my favorite editions. And it's on Thursdays. It needs 5 players, role-playing, voice only. Great, nobody can see my ugly face. Thank goodness. English. I speak English. New players, yeah. New players are nice. Mature content, 18 and older, yes. Might have to deal with some boobies in this one. And there's all like blah blah blah. It's in Galarian. Do. Character creation. Pretty in-depth. I like DMs that get in-depth with their character creation right off the bat. Stuff like that. He wants good backstory and stuff. He doesn't want you to be a murder hobo just randomly running around the world. And then he talks about the setting here. Yeah. I already read it and I already applied. And I did get accepted, but we're going to have to wait till we find more people and he has to do some stuff. So, interesting things. I will say, though, that the applications of characters have been very interesting. Let's look through some. Interesting. Somebody posted their post saying, interesting. And this is what it says. Hi there, my name is Stefan. I'm a 23-year-old guy from Macedonia. Somebody from this area, please let me know how to pronounce that word. I would appreciate it. Skoye, Macedonia. I'm a long-time player of Pathfinder, and I like both combat and roleplay about the same. Though I gravitate towards roleplay a bit more, I guess. I started playing Pathfinder with this module years ago, and I only got 1 session of it done. Ain't that the truth, brother? Up until about halfway. I barely remember any part of it, apart from the first 1 or 2 encounters. I also hate when that happens. Timeless, it works perfectly for me. It starts at 10 p.m. on a Thursday, so that's good. I have a webcam, which I use for voice, so no worries about that either. Well, I guess that's as far as introduction goes. As for a character, I'd like to play something martial. Rogue/fighter/barbarian. Yeah, you and about 80% of the people on this website. Or I could fill a, quote, role if other people really don't want to play something. What? If other people really don't want to play something? I think if they're going to play... they want to play something. Like, you can't just be all like, let me be in the game, but just let me be an NPC. No, they want to play something. That's silly. Why would you say that? That's so silly. 20-year-old, 23-year-old guy from Scotia, Macedonia. But I wouldn't be playing a paladin since I've already got a game where I'm playing one. That sounds pretty fair. I also like variants. Now, I could spend hours making a character for your game and idealizing the outcome. Hours! That's not fair. I totally spend hours too sometimes if I get really into the character and I know the game's going to go through. Yeah, hours making a character for your game, blah, blah, blah. But there's always the chance of not getting accepted into the game. Or that it turns out we've got different preferences for enjoyment. So, I'd like to chat with you for a few minutes on Skype if you don't mind. Or you can message me here on Roll20. I tend to reply fast. My Skype is Siblaboo. Look for the guy playing a guitar. Public name being Erikel. If we're both on the same page as to what kind of a game we'd like to be in, I'll make a character and apply by posting it here. And I wouldn't mind being denied, but I'd like to at least know what kind of a person my GM would be before I do so. Thanks for taking the time to read this. Hope to hear from you soon. Cheers. See, that guy is not too bad. He's your typical Pathfinder player, wanting to play that rogue fighter barbarian type dude who doesn't need to worry about magic or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing with that guy. How about this? Would like to join by Shadow Fox. Wouldn't we all? Here's my sheet. Invite me if you have room. By Shadow Fox. If we have room, we'll just invite this dude. No questions asked. That's what's going on with him. Let's take a look at his character sheet. Acid Marvin. Already off to a bad start. That's a very, very difficult name to pronounce. Very weird. It might be an actual name. I'll have to look it up. Assseed. Kind of sounds like Asshead. Asshead Marvin. Oh, played by Shadow Fox. Chaotic good. Because C stands for cool in terms of alignment. Everybody plays chaos. Everybody work against the rules. Because, you know, actively trying to break rules is the best way to play the game. He's a gunslinger musket master. Whatever that is. It sounds hilarious. Sounds like it would have like rodents running around. The muskrat master. No, that's totally not what it is. It's a gun. I know this. I'm not stupid. And he's a tiefling. Oh man, he's a chaotic good tiefling. What up, bro? You ain't got nothing on his amount of cool. And it's in the game. He's 6 feet tall. He's got to be at least 6 feet tall. Every fantasy character, if you're not playing like a halfling or a gnome or a dwarf, you got to be at least 6 feet tall. Otherwise, you're just going to be like a midget, and people will fucking laugh at your character for being under 6 feet tall. And he's 125 pounds, so he's pretty gangly. Kind of a skinny dude. He's got black hair. No, black eyes. Silver hair. And he's a male. And he's 18 years old. This tiefling just came out of his mama. Very young. Level 1. He's dexterous and he's intelligent. For reasons. Not bad saves. Pretty decent attack, whatever. He's got that musket. So you would imagine him to have. And a short sword. In case he runs out of bullets or something. He's got studded leather and a buckler. He's got pretty decent AC. What's the point of the buckler? I don't get it. Like I need that 1 AC. Gunsmith grip, blah blah blah. Rapid reload, cool. It's got all these things. 51 pounds. There's no way he can carry all this stuff and still walk around on a light load speed. Nah, it's no way. And his skills. 2 ranks in his skill. Hey, look at that. He's level 1, but he has 2 ranks in his skill. I wonder if that's actually something else and he's not putting the extra point from something else into the miscellaneous modifier. Because you can't have more than your level's worth of ranks in a skill. Badass head. Badass head Marvin. He's got a shit ton of money because, guess he took a trade or something. Yep, his parents were pretty rich. For reasons. It's his story down here. Asshead seeks to make a name for himself. Due to his heritage, he has always had trouble wherever he goes. With, not capitalized, starting a sentence uncapitalized, with the death of his human father at the age of 16, he has no home to speak of. Okay, so his father is a human, and due to his heritage, he's always had trouble wherever he goes because he's a fucking chaotic demon thing. Oh, bad luck for him, huh? He's bad luck Brian. Pretty much. He has one true friend, no comma. He has one true friend, a female gnome by the name of Trary Hill, an alchemist and trader of some renown. Trary was friends with his father, Mark Marvin. His father's name is Mark. That's pretty normal. Why did he name his kid Asshead? Was that his crazy-ass tiefling mom? Just be all like, we will name him Jeffrey in demonic. Or, what is it, abyssal? Yeah, I think abyssal is the chaotic version of the hell speeches or something. Yep, there he is. Abyssal, he knows abyssal. He's from the abyss, but he's chaotic good. For reasons. And yeah. What else was down here? He never stopped shooting. You know, his eyes have a slight green glow to them. He has glowing eyes. I wonder how he does that. Maybe it's being like a demon spawn that does it or something. Additional information, he's a professional engineer with 1. And he has craft alchemy 1 and gunsmith 1. And that does stuff. And look at all these fun tiefling things. Everybody loves to play tiefling for all of this junk. Oh, look at it. He took alternate racial traits to replace the already crazy things. So yeah, he traded this for some other kind of cheese. This cheese was traded for that cheese. No, that's not traded. None of this is traded. These are fine. These are the powerful ones. And if you switch that out, no, it wouldn't be. It would be weaker. It's stupid to switch these ones out. You don't want to be weaker, do you? It's ridiculous. Why would you want to play vanilla anything? It's so boring. Yep, and all that stuff. Oh, what is this? The trait, never stop shooting. What does that do? If you hit point, total drops to 0. Not dead. Disabled. It's kind of like Die Hard. Wisdom score. Whatever. It's interesting, like, what does this dude do in a party? He just stands there and shoot people? I guess damage is important, but that's all you're doing. That's interesting, I guess. Could be a scout kind of dude. Hunter type. The tracker. Perception and survival, pretty decent. He could be like hunting down dudes as a devil demon thing who is chaotic good. Acid Marvin. Cool. Very cool character, I guess. This person's interested. What's this? This is going to take a while because there's like a few of them to look through. I'm going to read through all these, just letting you know. So, pull up a drink. This is going to be interesting. Lee F. What it says on the tin. I am not familiar with that phrase. So, what it says on the tin, you felt the need to repeat here in your description. It's very interesting. I can tell you are a no-nonsense guy, Lee F. However, he will say, however, in addition to repeating what he said for his title on his post, interested, however, I think 6 or 7 hours, period, is my limit. So this guy can't play for more than 6 or 7 hours. He did say in the description, the DM, that he would need like at least 6 hours to play. So this guy's interested, but he can't play more than 6 or 7 hours, which is, I don't see what the point of bringing that up is, because that's what it said in the post description of the game. He said games need to run to 6 hours. So what is the point of saying this? This is useless. Why would you say this? Why would you make the post and then in the description of the post just repeat your title and then right after that say something that is completely useless to the conversation? What are you doing? That is silly. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, people. Some people. This guy here says, want to play? Question mark. Does he want to play? Whoa. Hello, my name is Steven. I've been playing Pathfinder for a little while. Character concept. Concept with an M. Interesting. This guy is cool. Character concept is a catfolk rogue. Catfolks. Like the Khajiits. I can totally get that. A Khajiit rogue, pretty much. Catfolk rogue that isn't the greedy or really stealing type. He's not that kind of a rogue. He's this kind of a rogue. More of the agile and social type. I guess. Rogues are like... Of course, when people think of rogues, they think of greedy and stealing. Because whenever, whenever somebody plays a rogue, you're like, oh, they're sneaky. That must mean they use it for always bad shit all the time. Because a lot of people are assholes on the internet. And if you play Pathfinder with people on the internet, they're gonna play characters in an asshole way. So don't think that he's the greedy or stealing type of rogue. That is totally not him. He's the agile and social type of rogue. So that means he can do acrobatics and talk to people good. There's this character sheet. We'll look at that in a second. And oh, this is the rogue speaking now. He's speaking as his rogue. What is he saying? Hello. The name is Arken. Ken. Why is the K pronounced twice in the pronunciation of your name? That is interesting. So, yeah, it's Ken. I have resently. What are you resenting, Arkin? We just met. What are you resenting? I have resently come to Falcon's Hollow from the nation of Varissa. I've heard of a place called Varisia before in Galarian, but haven't heard of a Varissa before. Interesting. I would like to learn more about this strange place you come from. After a ellipses, shall we say... Oh, I'm surprised you didn't do ellipses again right after that. Because, you know, if you pause while talking, it needs an ellipses and not just a comma. After a, shall we say, a misunderstanding there. No question mark, even though he asked a question. Oh, maybe he didn't. I don't think he answered the question. Asked. But, starting a sentence with a but. But I was born in Isgar. Typical life there. Capitalized typical for some reason. Mom, comma, dad, 2 sisters in a silent little town. Is that more ellipses? It is more ellipses. How dreadfully boring, don't you think? No apostrophe on the don't. I thought so too. So as soon as I could, I left to find some excitement. And now that I'm here, I find myself seeking friends and allies just for company. Ellipses! Jump on the ellipses train, everybody. We're all doing it. You know that it makes your sentences sound cooler when you just add ellipses everywhere. Like, sometimes you don't have to use commas. Sometimes you can just use ellipses. In fact, it's better if you use ellipses and commas evenly, because that makes your writing cool. Not that I expect any trouble, capitalized trouble, to befall me or anyone I am near. But, another capitalized but, starting with sentence with but, jeez. But just, capitalized just in case, let's try and avoid any druids from Varissa, shall we? Ha, 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 that's funny. That is funny because something happened with this character and druids from Varissa. And we don't know what it is, but it's still funny. Ha 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 ha. Arkin, played by Steven the Catfolk, the Khajiit, level 1 rogue. His con is really shitty. He's gonna get punched and knocked out in 1 hit. But, you know, he's not the kind of rogue that gets punched because he doesn't steal things that makes people angry. He's neutral good. Points for that. That's pretty good. I really like rogues that aren't chaotic. That is that is such a relief to see. He's got stuff going for him already. His HD, bloody blah. He's got a rapier and rosewood armor spikes. Armor spikes from rosewood? What is that even? I don't even know. Jeez. It sounds fancy. Sounds cool. He's got good initiative. His save's not that good. His reflex is great. He will totally dodge a fireball, but until he gets improved evasion, it's not going to help because he's just going to get knocked out so fast with that 8 con. 8 con! What? Rosewood armor. Interesting. Sounds expensive. I don't know. He's got weapon finesse. Yeah, usual rogue stuff. Look at all these catfolk abilities. Ooh, roll twice for 1 reflex save. He is so good at reflex because he's catfolk. Natural hunter plus 2 to perception, stealth, and survival. Holy crap, that's like a 1.5 feet right there in the race. Jeez. He is so strong and cool. He's got climb speed of 20 feet and a bonus to the... So he can climb, he can perceive, he can stealth and survival. Dude, this guy is awesome. I ain't going to harp on him too much, though, because he's playing a rogue. Rogues Rogues need everything they can get. I love the rogue class, but they really gotta give it some toys. He's got traits here. Crowd dodger, voice of velvet. He's a velvety sounding Khajiit. And preform. He gets a +1 to diplomacy and preform. That's so cool. He also has feral speech and apparently feral typing, or at least spelling. He's got feral speech druidic. He knows druidic, I guess. Oh man, that's gonna... Yeah, I would see why druids are pissed at him. He learned their secret language. Now they're gonna like, we must kill him. We have no strong feelings one way or the other. Unless it's about Arkin, because he learned our language and now he must die. He took a drawback here. Umbral unmasking. He lacks a shack. We all lack a shack. The only person that doesn't like a shack is Shaq himself. DC 15 wisdom, mark of wickedness. He has a mark of wickedness. He's wicked, but he's neutral good. Why is he wicked? That doesn't make sense. He's got a rogue kit. You know, I'm sure there's plenty of things in there that he doesn't need, like most kits. But, you know, it's easier than just looking stuff up and filling out a sheet of individually with different kind of items that your character would want. No, just get the rogue kit. Fast, simple, you don't need to think. It's great. And he's got a rapier and rosewood armor. Wait a second. 54 pounds total. It's already listed here. Why would he have that listed down there when it's already up here? We get the idea. You have rapier and rosewood armor. It's already up here. You don't need to list them twice. It's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Look at that. His ungodly climb. If you need to climb to get out of a sticky situation, this character, Arkin, is totally going to be the one to save your ass if you really need a dude to climb like insanely good. Like an Olympic climber here because he's a cat man. And he's got diplomacy, which is good. Yeah. Definitely sounds like the agile social type of rogue. He's got all these things you would expect him to have. But there's no way he's got a... Well, maybe he does still have a light load. Not if he lists the same thing twice. Maybe he has 2 rapiers and 2 rosewood armor spikes. That might be why it's listed twice. I get it. It's always nice to have a backup weapon and armor, I guess. So, that's something. It's definitely something. I really hope that's what it was. He's got black hair, golden yellow eyes, and dark gray skin. He's such a dark Khajiit dude. He's practically like a panther type catfolk. Ooh, he's 5 feet tall? That's good. I'm very glad he's not 6 feet tall like 80% of the people on Roll20 making characters for Pathfinder. Usually seen with a smile. He's usually seen with a smile. If you ever see this dude, he is probably smiling. Standing 5 feet tall. And there's usually a group of people around him, because that's totally what happens when you're a cat dude attracting tension, because nobody's used to seeing a smiling cat man. So they just crowd around him. He lures people in with his charm, and if that doesn't work, his stories should. And he is only getting more of them. That's his description. His stories. He just steps out in public and then starts saying a story. And people are just like, whoa, dude, that guy's, he's telling people a story. Let's go over here and check it out. He's only getting more of them as he travels. You know, he sees things, guys. What's his personality like? He's likable. He's horrendly, which might be the way they pronounce friendly in Isgar. And he's helpful. And found to be resourceful. It is found. You have found this guy to be not resourceful. It's resourceful. This guy is something called resourceful. Sounds like falafel. Resourceful. If you need a falafel, and if you need a guy that climbs really good, this guy. He's friendly and resourceful. He uses his voice to get his way, and when that doesn't work, his skills are vast. What are you talking about? You just said that if it doesn't work, his story should. And that doesn't work. I guess this guy, he encounters a lot of situations where something he does just doesn't work, but he always has a backup, whether it be his stories or his skills. If something doesn't work, he has stories and skills. Vast skills, okay? He's a crowd dodger because he's learned how to dodge crowds because people just can't get enough of this motherfucker! And he's got a voice of velvet. Oh, he's a velvety voiced dude. He's got feral speech druidic, right? I remember that. He casts no shadow. His flaws, he casts no shadow. That's horrible. I would never wish this upon my worst enemy. It's like, you will never have a shadow ever again. No! I need my shadow. How will I know it's bright outside? Creatures that succeed at a DC 15 wisdom check, notice it plainly. This telltale sign of wickedness, I guess, like, I think it's a telltale sign that he just doesn't have a shadow. I don't know. His enemies are several druids of Ariza, some place called Variza. And his contacts and friends, he doesn't have any in Falcon's Hollow, the place we're playing the game in. But it is soon to change, because, you know, he's totally going to roleplay. Bet you $5 he will. He's going to roleplay up a storm. And his family is a mother and a father. He also has 2 sisters in Isgar. And he's not with them for some reason. Because druids wanted to kill him or something. I don't know. It's like the weirdest thing. Traveling human merchant named Frederick Finkster. Okay. There's somebody in the picture named Frederick Finkster now. That we have heard nothing of. And then it's just him speaking in character again. Talking about druids and his family and his... He doesn't even like his family. He thinks they're boring. He left his home so he could have an exciting life. It's totally not the druids that made him leave. He just wants excitement. It's not exciting enough to be chased by bounty hunters. No. He has to go somewhere else. Far away for more excitement. Okay, whatever. That's that dude, Arkan. If I may apply. There's a new one. If he may apply. It's a dude named Zickus. I've seen this guy before. I'm in a game with him, actually. It's only been like 2 sessions in. He already missed the second one, and he's gonna miss this week, I believe. So this guy, he shows up pretty much when he feels like it, I guess. If I may apply. Zickus. Hey there, name's Nick. Hey, the name's Nick. I would like to join a fun campaign full of cool people. By the way, this guy, when he applied in the other game that I'm in that I told you about, he uses the exact same words. This is like copy-pasted from the other application in the other game. So, yeah, you know, this guy likes adding a personal touch when he applies for games on Roll20. This is just an example of something I usually like to play, and can be changed based on the campaign itself. Oh, he's letting him know that even though he copy-pastes it, he's willing to change it if he does get accepted. Because that shows he cares. Let me know if you would be willing to allow this type of character. His name is Raelzicus. The sin of loss in parentheses. He's 21 years old. He's a human. And he'd be either a Kensei Magus or a spell sage wizard, whatever that is. His personality. Real is a social creature. He starts conversations and arguments to flaunt his bloated ego, and loves to manipulate the conversation to meet his end. While Real is a bit narcissistic, he only is like this to hide his true nature. Deep down, Real is a deeply compassionate individual that would gladly sacrifice himself for his friends and comrades. But he has a bloated ego and manipulates conversations. And he's narcissistic. Okay. To hide his true nature. Why would he want to hide his true nature? People like nice guys. What's wrong with being nice? He can't be nice. He has to hide his true nature because people just shit on nice guys. Nice people in general, I guess. Could never be nice. You always got to be an asshole. Even if you aren't really an asshole, you got to at least act like an asshole. Because that's cool. People like cool stuff like chaotic assholes. Deep down, Real is a deeply compassionate. Yep. Sacrifices himself. He will die for his friends and comrades, even though he acts like an asshole. At times where it matters, comma matters. It belongs to the matter. At times when it matters, Real is serious and straightforward, exchanging his usual beguiling nature and adopting a melancholy tone. So when it matters, he's serious and straightforward and not being an asshole who is beguiling. When he's serious, he doesn't act his natural self. So he's never nice, and this was all just bullshit. He's not really compassionate. That was just a lie. This guy is so confusing. What the fuck is he doing? Melancholy tone. Okay. So instead of being an asshole, he just adopts a melancholy tone, whatever that means. Real is a naturally curious person and will delve into magic and mystery head first with a smile on his face. This dude smiles, just like the Catman. He can be a handful, but in his own opinion, he is a fun addition to add to any party. Oh man, he's a great addition, even though he's a handful. He's a asshole handful. He's just a handful of ass. His background. Oh, we get to read his background. How lucky are we? The Real Zickest Sin of Lost Man. Real is the scion of the Zickest family. He's the scion. Whoa. That's a big word. He's really important, guys. The Zickest family, a group of nobles from the northern continent. Nobles from the northern continent that has no name. That is a really cool place. The northern continent. I wonder if he's from House Stark. He's in the Stark family. No. He can't be House Stark because his name is Zickest. Plus, if he was from House Stark, he'd be dead already. The Zickest name is splattered in blood and iron. Whoa. So, whenever he writes his name, he's got to, like, cut himself and smear it on it. And then leave some money or something for the iron. I don't know. The name is splattered in blood and iron. Like, when you think of the name Zickest, you think of blood and iron for some reason. As it stands, the Zickest family was the North's leading producers of iron ore, used to make most of the country's metal items. They were the North's leading producers of iron ore, guys. They used it to make most of the metal items of the country called the Northern Continent, also known as the North. Where you would expect a rather humble family due to the profession, you instead had a family whose ego was unmatched. A rather humble family due to profession. Not sure about that one. Like, if you know that your family is doing something that's going to make you filthy, stinking rich, I'd be acting pretty high and mighty. just because I have to like use my hands and go down in the mine to actually get it myself, I'm not gonna be all like, we come from nothing. This is nothing. Don't forget where we come from. This is labor. This is commoner work. Even though it's gonna get us like filthy fucking rich. No. That's 100% of the time you're gonna get assholes. You instead had a family whose ego unmatched. Yeah. The Zickus family were political figureheads of the time. They had all the money, so they called all the shots in the politics. Real, the firstborn son of the family, was bred to be the best and brightest, receiving the best training and supervision the family could afford. They're like, we gotta give our son Real the best and brightest training and supervision because we can afford it. And we have to breed him specifically. Honey, I'm gonna have to make love to this peasant girl because she's better than you. She's the best. He will be bred as a perfect, awesome guy. Oh my gosh. Real unfortunately had a gift for magic in a family that valued martial prowess and in a land where magic was feared. Oh no. People from the northern continent are scared of magic because magic is a taboo there. All in all, the family felt they did what needed to be done. What did they do? All in all, the family felt they did what needed to be done. Which is what? Or at least Rael's uncle Ragnar said this, as his parents were burnt at the stake. What? The family felt they did what needed to be done, according to Rael's uncle Ragnar, and his parents were burnt at the stake. What his family needed to do was be burnt alive at the stake. What? Sense this does not make. Dude, sense this story does not make. Rael wasn't treated much better. He wasn't treated much better than being burnt at the stake. So he was kind of burnt at the stake. Being beaten and bruised day after day as Ragnar enjoyed the new title. What title? Where is there a title in this story? The family did what they needed to do and burnt alive at the stake for reasons. And now Ragnar has the new title of something. After 5 years of enslavement, Rael managed to escape using the very magic he hated. He escaped slavery by using the magic that he hated to do. He ended up on the streets for 4 more years after. So this guy spent 5 years as a slave and then lived on the streets for 4 years. That's 9 years already. This guy was a kid when this happened or something, because he's like 21 now. Doing odd jobs. He ended up on the streets for 4 years doing odd jobs. Seeing the dark underbelly of society. He adopted the nickname the Sin of Loss in honor of all the friends and loved ones that the evil society of the North. Keep in mind, this is the northern continent we're talking about. It's taken away from him. It's another train. So yeah, the evil society of the North killed Real's family. It's taken it away from him. So whenever he makes new friends, he tells people to call him the Sin of Loss. Because that's his nickname. If my friend ever came up to me and told me to call him the Sin of Loss, I would tell him to shut the fuck up. 'Cause that's really long and stupid. Like, just call me the Sin of Loss. How about no? Dumbass. That being fucking weird. Like, nobody would do that. He has pledged to get revenge on his Uncle Ragnar. And hopefully one day return. But for now, he continues on. He continues on with his life, so someday he can return to the Northern Continent. So he can get revenge on his Uncle Ragnar and his title and the evil society in general. Ooh, what does this guy look like? He has blonde hair and one blue and one green eye. He's some kind of chimera weirdo. He has tan skin and can always be seen with a smirk on his face. If you ever see this dude, he probably has a smirk on his face. He's smirking quite a bit during the day. Just all the time smirking. Rael is dressed in a black suit with a crimson tie. Okay. Draped over this suit is an equally impressive trench coat. He wears a small pair of reading glasses as well as a well-maintained top hat with a crimson band and a single white rock feather sticking out of the hat. A single white rock feather. Very impressive. He must have killed the rock because he's such a badass or something. He could just kill a rock at level 1 somehow. Rael can always be seen with a book at his side. Not only can he always be seen with a smirk on his face, but he can always be seen with a book at his side as well. Always. He always has a smirk, and he always has a book. If he reads a sad story or something, he doesn't frown or anything in sadness. He just smirks and sheds tears like a real weird freak kind of dude. So this guy, his parents were burned at the stake because he used magic. Strange. Like, if you were that concerned, you could have just not done any kind of magic. You're not forced to do magic in this world. If you want your family to stay alive, just don't cast any spells. It's easy. That's so strange. I don't get it. It's like, my family died because I did magic. Oh, I didn't want it to happen, but I had to because I can do it. So I did it, and now they're dead. And it's my fault because I did something that I didn't have to do, but I actually did. This fucking character. What is this guy like? He's an elf. He's an elf from the Northern Continent where the society is evil, and his Uncle Ragnar now has a title that we have no idea what it is because he didn't explain it. He's 53 years old. He's 6'5", which I guess is all right for elves. He's 135 pounds, so he is quite bony. Very bony, tall elf dude. He's chaotic neutral, of course, because chaos is cool. Actively work against that law, everybody. That's what all the cool people are doing. Played by Nick. His blue and green eye. Shenanigans. He's got white hair because that's totally normal for young elves. Oh, he might be drow. He might be part drow or something. Who knows? It's possible. Stats are funny. This guy also has low con. Everybody's doing the low con thing because they don't need to live. Saves are not that bad. Saves are decent. He's got nice bonuses. Attack bonuses from his strength, and something's giving him +6 to CMB for some reason. I don't know. He's got a lot of AC. 4 armor. He's got a chain shirt. A chain shirt and a greatsword? Is he rich parents? How the fuck is he affording this? Where is he getting all this money to buy all this shit? Oh my gosh, people. Some fucking people. He's got a scorpion whip for scorpion stuff. I've seen this guy's character. He talks a big game about being a social creature, but he does not roleplay. He just says stuff when there's a fight happening. He's already a liar. He's a stinking liar. And what he does in combat, he just trips people with his scorpion whip. Which is fun, I guess, to trip people. It's fun making an attack and not doing damage for some reason. It's like, I'm gonna trip him. Okay, how much damage does it do? It doesn't do damage. I just tripped him. Oh, okay. It's inconvenienced him. Kind of like Superman with his cellophane S. So he inconveniences people. But that's why he's got the great sword, because when he doesn't feel like inconveniencing people, he could just kill them and do something a hell of a lot more beneficial. Useful, if you would say. But this is a lot of crazy shit that he cannot afford, so it doesn't really matter. He's got heirloom weapon. He's bred for war. And he's reactionary. Everybody's reactionary. Except for Catman, which is why I think he's cooler than this character. Catman don't need no reactionary. He's a Catman. He's already awesome. But if you're a human or something more plain, you need reactionary. It's a requirement for all games. He's got the mark of slavery. Oh man, he used to be a slave for 5 years. Because Ragnar or something. I don't fucking know. His story is shit. Weapon focus. All that Kensai Magus crap. He's got alternate elf traits because some are better than others and nobody wants to take the shitty ones. He's got combat reflexes. His feats are weapon focused scorpion whip, improved trip, and combat reflexes. So he just trips a lot of people, which ultimately does nothing unless he starts attacking them and tries to kill them, because you can trip people all day, but they're going to get to you. And when they do, they're probably going to hurt you. And you're going to be all like, I wish I didn't waste so much time tripping them. I wished I would just attack them and kill them before they could do anything at all. But you know some people, they like to do things in a bad way or something. I guess. He's got a spade for digging holes or something. 7 trail rations in case he needs to travel somewhere for 7 days straight. And a backpack and a spellbook and some rope. So in his backpack he's carrying a spade. Well, it might not be in there. But definitely trail rations and a spellbook maybe. And some rope. There's plenty of space in his backpack for stuff. And he has no money, of course, because spending more money than he actually had left him incredibly broke. Even though it's impossible, because he doesn't have enough fucking money for all the shit. So that's why he's broke. He spent more money than he had, so obviously that equals 0. His languages are neat, I guess. He's got interesting skills. Magical stuff, I guess. I don't know. Like, this dude has martial prowess. He just also has magic. I don't know why his family would be pissed at him, because pretty sure his magic enhances his martial prowess. But, you know, it's voodoo over there, so can't have none of it. And he's got all these spells. He's got Entangle, because he's an elf and he can do elf magic or some crap. It's very cool. Man, trains coming all night long over here. It's got shield, shotgun grasp, true strike, color spray, enlarged person, and mirror strike. I don't know what that is. Strange. So that's Rael Zickus, the weirdo that killed his family because he couldn't lay off the magic, even though he totally could if he wanted to. Nicknamed the Sin of Loss. The nickname that nobody will ever call him. Because it's weird. His family's dead. His past is shit, but it doesn't keep him down because he's always smirking, like always, even when he's asleep, dreaming about nightmares that he had about his fucking family being burned alive. He's just lying there smirking with his book full of things. Yep, there we go, peoples. Oh man, I think I'm done for some character reading tonight. It's really entertaining stuff to me. Just reading these characters is just, it's so much fun. I've been doing this for almost an hour. It's insane. I have way too much free time. I hope you enjoyed these character readings. I'll see you later in a different video or something. Leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think of these characters, because I'm interested in seeing if I'm just like a really mean, evil person for making fun of these bad characters and stories and whatnot. Let me know if I suck. I'm more than happy to admit it, but, you know. That's all. Bye.